2024 Toyota Century vs 2024 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the king of luxury SUV comparison. Toyota Century vs Rolls-Royce Cullinan, how two most luxurious SUV from the brands compares. Toyota Century measures 5,205 mm long, 1,990 mm wide, and 1,805 mm tall and has a wheelbase of 2,950 mm. Rolls-Royce Cullinan measures 5,341 mm long, 2,000 mm wide, and 1,835 mm tall and has a wheelbase of 3,295 mm. Toyota Century starts at approximately $170,000 for the base version, while Rolls-Royce Cullinan is priced from $350,000. The recently revealed 2024 Toyota Century, which arrived as the most luxurious Toyota/Lexus SUV available in the market, is the Japanese brand's much relevant answer to the Bentley Bentayga and the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Still on the Cullinan. Toyota's boxy-styled four-seater Century, which starts at approximately $170,000 for the base version, looks much like the British-made hand-built Rolls-Royce Cullinan SUV in terms of build. While the Century packs some features not seen in Cullinan, including the optional rear-hinged doors that slide back and out, the more expensive Rolls-Royce will feel unshaken as it remains the brand's best-selling model. The chauffeur-driven Century measures 5,205 mm, 204.9 inches long, 1,990 mm, 78.3 inches wide, and 1,805 mm, 71.1 inches tall and has a wheelbase of 2,950 mm, 116.1 inches. The Cullinan, on the other hand, measures 5,341 mm, 210.3 inches long, 2,000 mm, 78.7 inches wide, and 1,835 mm, 72.2 inches tall and has a wheelbase of 3,295 mm, 129.7 inches. While the Century gets an optional rear-hinged doors that slide back and out, the Rolls-Royce features the also impressive rear-hinged coach-style, also called suicide, rear doors designed to make it easier to access the back seat. Toyota Century SUV features a plug-in hybrid powertrain with a 3.5L V6 engine producing a combined output power of 406 horsepower, while the Cullinan comes with 6.7-liter twin-turbocharged V12 that makes 563 horsepower and 627 lb-ft of torque. Century will be available in performance-focused GRMN trim, while Rolls-Royce Cullinan also has a high-performance version dubbed the Black Badge. The Toyota Century starts at approximately $170,000 for the base version, while the Rolls-Royce Cullinan is priced from $350,000 before the addition of options. The 2024 Century SUV is Toyota's answer to the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Toyota has unveiled its ultimate flagship, the Century SUV, and it will probably give the Rolls-Royce Cullinan a run for its money. Dubbed Century for the next century, Toyota admits that changing customer tastes had a hand in its decision to add an SUV body style. With that, the third-generation Century sedan will still be retained in its lineup, but this new electrified Century SUV will join the Japan domestic lineup for a whopping 20.08 million yen, P7.772 million. Still riding on the Toyota new global architecture, which allows for better rigidity and overall comfort, Toyota engineers have given its cargo hold a separate isolated area via a luggage compartment separate structure. This adds a noise-reducing rear glass to properly separate the cabin from the cargo hold. If it sounds like something that first made its debut in the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, that doesn't seem too far off. The Century SUV measures in like a full-sized SUV with a length of 5,205 mm, width of 1,990 mm, and a wheelbase of 2,950 mm, height is 1,805 mm. Yet, don't expect it to seat 7 or even 5 adults. It's purely a 4-seater. The rear compartment has a large panoramic glass roof with 2 ottoman seats separated by a high center console that doubles as the armrest. Designed as a chauffeur-driven SUV, the Century SUV's front part is more simplistic, going instead for ease of use. Instead of a massive touchscreen, the Century uses more direct physical controls for the climate control, seats, and such. As for the design, the Century SUV takes on a general profile that's close to the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Of course, Toyota designers managed to keep some of the sedan's trademark cues like the shape of the grille, the Century script on the tailgate, and the engraved Phoenix emblems. In addition, some of the painted surfaces are polished to achieve a mirror-like finish. The door panels also boast Kitcheman chamfering to accentuate certain lines for a smooth visual flow. Standard wheel size is 20 inches with 22-inch ones available as an option. A big highlight of the Century SUV's design is its ultra-wide rear doors that swing open up to 75 degrees. It also deploys automatic retractable side steps. Power sliding rear doors are also an available option. In addition, Toyota is allowing customers to customize their Century SUV. Century Meisters can even create bespoke creations such as a GRMN, Gazoo Racing Masters of Nürburgring, package and even a convertible version. Powering the Century SUV is an electrified 3.5-liter V6 plug-in hybrid. The normally aspirated 2GR FXS outputs 412 horsepower. Power is routed through an eCVT and an electric motor. An E4 all-wheel drive system powers the rear axle. Other driving-related features include dynamic rear steering, rear-wheel steering, to help with maneuverability, while a rear comfort mode supports the driver's control of the vehicle to make sure rear passengers remain comfortable by assisting braking control to suppress jolts when the vehicle comes to a halt. Sales in Japan start in October with a volume target of just 30 units per month. Toyota mentioned no plans to offer it for export.